What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. How are you, bro?
Oh, man, I'm excellent.
Bro, it's been an exciting week for us, has it not been, man?
It's been awesome, yeah.
Bro, we've had a couple of special guests,
yeah.
You know, in particular, one that you're going to hear today on the podcast.
Exactly.
Safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jordan Dangerfield.
Yeah, bro, it went well. And then we got another one cooking up for you.
Absolutely.
We'll release after the weekend.
Absolutely. You want to tell them who that is?
Nah, I say we save it. Do you want to?
You know, just know y'all going to like this guy a lot. You're probably really excited to hear what he has to say. And it was a fun interview regardless,
It
though,
was a
man.
blast. It was a blast.
It was a blast. We'll give him a hint. He plays defense. And we'll leave it at that. He plays defense.
Yeah, same side of the ball.
Saying, you know, I like to go the defense first. You know, dark side rules.
I was gonna say, yeah, back-to-back defense. Honestly,
hey, man, and two really high quality players, man. Yeah. Dangerfield, great character guy. You know, been on the team for a couple of years now. One of the top special team guys on this team, making a name for himself. So it's an awesome time, man.
Yeah,
so definitely gonna enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's been a good time for us, man. You know?
It's been a blast. Yeah, big things coming up for the Seattle game here with the tailgate.
Absolutely. We'll be at the Terrible Tailgate doing the Arthur Moats show.
Well, this is our first one, too.
It is. Like, we had the practice run with Thelma Sports, and that was fun. But now it's the real deal.
Be like another level.
It's game day for us, bro.
Because there's beer involved. There's like, you know, the parking lot, just the whole tailgate atmosphere. I think it's just going to be like next level.
And then for me, this is my first time ever tailgating. So,
really?
Think about it. Yeah. Yeah. When would I've ever had time to tailgate, man?
I don't know. I guess if you
college,
we're bounced early out of the playoffs, or.
But would you go to the game then? What game would you go to if you're bounced early?
True. Yeah. Well, you were telling me before, like you're not even.
I didn't want to watch them. Yeah. So I definitely want to be going to tailgating somebody else's playoff game. What? Heck nah.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. That's kind of like man code.
It's a big deal for me, man. Like I'm excited about it, man. We'll be at the Terrible Tailgate, Red Lot 5A at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Be there or be square, man. It's going to be an awesome time for that too, man.
Well, this is your first tailgate. We didn't really touch on it last podcast. Mm-hmm. How was your first week in fantasy?
How was the experience? It was fun, man. So I found myself, I root for guys I like even though I'm playing against them. And that was my dilemma. So obviously I didn't have L. Bell. And I was playing against L. Bell.
You had their defense, Bill's defense.
I had the Bills defense, though, right? So I'm rooting for L. Bell. I'm like, yo, kill him, man. Do this, L. Bell. Get the boy the ball. He's scoring touchdowns. I'm hyped. And I'm like, that's probably not good for my fantasy, though. But I want to see my dog do good.
Yeah.
So that was my dilemma the whole time, man.
Yeah.
So I remember you telling me, like, that's why I need to start getting the players that I like on my team.
Right.
But the problem is, because I played for so long, I like everybody, man. I got friends on all these teams. Hey, I look and I'm like, oh, yeah, he's balling. That's my guy, too. I can't pick him up and him up and this guy up.
It's hard. Yeah,
it is
man.
Hard.
There's so many good players out there. You want them all, but, yeah, I kind of just have to play within the confines of the league.
but I was active on the waiver wires this week, man, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, what was your pickup?
Man, so I dropped the Bills defense this week because I picked up. Which defense did I just pick up? Oh, man, I'm drawing a blank. Initially, I was going to pick up the Patriots defense because they were playing against the Dolphins offense.
Right.
And I was like, that Dolphins offense is terrible. But I can't remember which defense I ended up picking up, but it was another like really good matchup for me. So I was like, okay, I like this. And then I switched.
So you're streaming the defense. You're always streaming the defense.
Yeah, I'm going with the stream thought. Because I was like, it's no point in like, as much as I love the Bills defense, it was no point in me just locking with them when they're going to play a team where I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be as dominant this week. I think they'll get the job done, but I don't know how successful they'll be versus this particular opponent. So,
who are they playing?
Man, off the top of my head, I don't even remember.
My cousin was just texting me yesterday about starting. Oh, it's the Giants.
Yeah.
It's the Giants.
And I was like, Saquon, I'm like, he scares me.
Yeah.
He scares me. After seeing what he did with the Cowboys, I'm like, yeah, the Cowboys got athletes out there, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, let me just stay away from them this week. But oh man, I really wanted the Patriots. That really hurt my feelings. I think I went with. Actually, you know what? I got my phone right here. Why don't I just pull it up, bro?
Yeah, dude, pull it up.
Why wait? That's the beauty of the podcast.
Exactly.
I could just let the people know what I have right now. So I picked up the Panthers defense because they're going against Tampa Bay
tonight.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't believe in Jameis.
Here's the thing about those Thursday night games too. Mm-hmm. They're usually like fluky, where turnovers happen, low scoring, just like kind of a mess.
Yeah.
So that's in your favorite too.
So I'm excited about that. So that was my first waiver wire action. I got denied on my first waiver, but then I picked up, like I said, the Panthers. And yeah, man, I'm excited about it. So it's going to be a good time for me. I made some moves with my running backs. I got Kamara still starting.
Well, here's what's interesting, because you were telling me about all this. You have Sonny Michel starting with the Patriots, and you're thinking they're going to be ground and pounding him.
We're playing against the Dolphins.
Yeah. The Patriots running backs are like the most annoying things.
Yeah.
Because it's week to week.
It is.
Where it's matchup based. So if like you guess wrong,
oh yeah, you're stuck.
Because like they'll go all in on that too. Like they will like not play a running back, or like they'll not give him the carries that you would think he'd be getting.
But I do think I'm betting super safe on starting Josh Gordon again this week. That was another dilemma I had. So
you didn't know about last week?
No, I had him starting last week. And that was my dilemma. I'm like, oh, he's killing. Awesome for my fantasy. Dang, it's killing my Steelers, though.
Yep.
So that was my dilemma.
It happens.
Yeah.
It definitely happens.
So, like I said, man, it's a work in progress. But either way, I'm looking for week 2. It's going to be awesome. But, yeah, so definitely, man, if y'all in the Pittsburgh area, man, Heinz Field this Sunday, Red Lot 5A. Like I said, we'll be out there, man. I'll be recording the Arthemos show. It'll also be some other artists out there, man. Tempe Moore. She's a awesome, phenomenal painter. She'll be doing some of her work out there. And then it'll be 2 rappers, man.
I saw that.
Performing the Bang Bang song for Steeler Gang, man. So it was Chris Kane. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty awesome, man, to have them boys out there, too.
Initially, whenever I was told about that, I'm like, man, I don't know how that'll be. But then, like, the more I was thinking of it, and, like, because I made up the flyer for us, and I was typing it in, like, there's going to be a video shoot to it, too.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that'd be kind of dope. We're in the video, and it's, like, all Steeler-based. That's kind of dope.
Bro, it's going to be an experience.
Yeah, exactly. Experience. That's the way to put it.
And that's not even, that's just the entertainment. That's not talking about the food, all you could eat, all you could drink, kegs on top, everything you need, bro. Is right there. So be there, be square, man. You know what it is, man. What better way to get ready for the game than to come hang with me and the crew?
Yeah.
Period. Still a game all day. Bang bang, still a game. But now back to the matter at hand.
Yeah.
We gotta talk this Seahawks Steelers matchup, man. So first off, how you feeling about this matchup?
I'm feeling good. I'm definitely feeling good, especially because it's at home. And I know Ben was a little rusty last game, but his splits at home for some reason. Especially coming off that type of game. Right. Like, I feel like he's going to be even more motivated. We've been saying that he's motivated just about this season in general. But coming off that game, being at home, and I'm feeling good, too, because Seattle's secondary didn't look too hot against Dalton. Right now, if you go on NFLstats.com or NFL.com/stats, Andy Dalton is leading the league in passing yards right now. So if you combine all that together, I feel like it could be a big scoring affair for the Steelers offense. Defense might be a different question. It might be a shootout in general. But how are you feeling?
So this is my dilemma. I watched the game. I saw Dalton's success, but what they were doing, they essentially challenged Dalton and said, if you're going to beat us, it's going to have to be with you. So typically when you see 3 wide receiver sets, you put out your nickel, your small sub-package ball players, right? They stay with their base 3 linebackers. I mean, it was times where Michael Kendricks was guarding John Ross. And you're like, like that's not a recipe for success. John Ross was catching bombs, and he dropped a couple, too.
He did.
But that was the thing, is like, do I see them guarding the Steelers like that? I personally don't, because this is the thing. They did that because they felt like Joe Mixon was the Bengals' best chance at winning. A.J. Green was out. So you're looking at it, and Mixon played into the third quarter. He ended up going down with an ankle injury. But even with that, Giovanni Bernard came in and had success as well on the ground. So it really was the way they had their defense set up. They just wanted to pack the box and make them have to win outside. Now, granted, like I said, the Bengals took advantage of that matchup, but I don't see them doing that again versus us. That's my only issue. That's the only thing that concerns me. But like that Seahawks secondary, the Legion of Boom was over.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's over. Like they have the other Griffin brother back there. He's good, but It's janky in that secondary,
well,
man.
Here's the thing, and here's what happened in that Bengals game. I would say Boyd is probably their number one right now.
Yes, until AJ gets back.
So they had John Ross step up, even though the one touchdown was kind of like before halftime. Just
it was the trickeration. He comes out, little wheel route. Kendricks goes to sleep at the wheel. And he just like walks in.
Well, that was the first one. The second one was right before halftime where he threw it up and the safety was going to pick it.
Yeah, and he caught it behind.
And it was like 5 seconds left, so that was kind of fluky.
But
too.
I also think about how the Bengals realistically could have won that game. Probably should have. The Andy Dalton interception in the red zone, the ball was just like, because it started raining. Ball's wet. He goes to throw it, slips out his hand. The D-line catches it. That kills you. And then they had Erickson, the punt returner, fumbled as well. So that really hurt them. But that's the Seahawks for you, though, man. Like, they do a good job in terms of execution.
Yeah, that's what I was. So that's what I was doing watching the game. Like, you saw the Bengals basically dominating them the first half.
Yeah.
And then
the Bengals D-line looks scary.
They did. They got a lot of pressure on Wilson early.
Scary.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that. I'm like, the Bengals are like kind of dominating them, but Seahawks are still in it.
Right.
Like, and it was just that Seahawk thing. Like, and then you're seeing their offense. Like, Wilson's not doing anything. Like,
nope.
Who's there? I mean, DK Metcalf is coming out of nowhere.
He looked good, though. Metcalf looked good.
He did. But like, you're just wondering, like, how are they, like, just in this and getting it done and somehow moving the ball at the right times and scoring touchdowns really conveniently.
The thing that drove me nuts, even with Tyler Lockett, same thing. Like, I just think about this. Watching that game, typically you see Russell Wilson make guys miss, right? He turns a negative play into a positive. You have him sacked, whatever. He flips the ball. He finds somebody. He makes a play out of nothing. He wasn't doing that. The Bengals were doing a great job of finishing their rushes.
When he did, like, the Bengals would get on
it, absolutely.
Yeah, like dipping it off to the running back or something.
So I think they did a phenomenal job at that, but this is my concern. I say to myself, is that one of the bad games that the Seahawks are probably going to play this year? One of their worst games. And I'm like, probably, but they still found a way to win. They still didn't look like how Pittsburgh looked on their worst game on Sunday. And that's the thing that makes me nervous. I'm like, golly, I've seen both of these bads, but one looks a lot worse than the other. And it concerns me, man.
Yeah.
I have some concerns this week.
So what's your number one concern? What's the glaring thing that's sticking out to you?
So for me, I look at the receivers. This is a matchup they have to win. And not only win, they have to dominate. Because if they don't...
Steelers receivers against Seattle.
Against the Seattle Seahawks secondary. Because like I said, the Legion of Boom is no more. Those guys are gone. There's no Earl Thomas, no Cam Chancellor, no Richard Sherman. Those guys are over. So now, if they don't want that box to be packed, like literally, they had a 4-3 front, but they walked the outside linebackers down like it was a 6-1 defense. Like something you play on Madden. For all my Madden, I know you know you're a Madden guy. It looked like something you play on Madden. Like, let's play goal line defense in the middle of the field. That's what it looked like. Because they didn't believe that the Bengals receivers were good enough. So if Juju, if Moncrief, if James Washington, if Vance McDonald don't make them respect them, it's going to be a rough day for James Conner because he's going to see that exact same defense. They were not budging. Even when they gave up the touchdown passes, they didn't change out that defense. They stayed in it.
Well, because here's what happened, though, too. Even though he did have all those yards, you could see throughout there would be, like, some bad throws mixed in there and, like, receivers not making plays. So you could kind of see why Seattle was doing that because when push came to shove, the plays that needed to be made weren't made. Like the plays they scored on were, like we were saying, that wheel route.
It looked kind of fluky when they were scored.
Yeah.
Like you were anticipating, like, oh, they're not going to do that. They can't do this consistently. And after watching the Steelers receivers in the offense look very stagnant and stale on Sunday night, now we're just kind of like, all right, what's their identity at receiver?
Yeah.
Like, we know Juju has potential, but if he's going to show any week, this is the week he needs to show. And it's the week that those receivers as a whole need to get their confidence up. Now, I think that's the number one issue. The second issue is this. The Seahawks offensive line, I don't want to say they're bad, but they did not look good. Now, I don't know if that's because the Bengals D-line, which is very good. I don't know if it's because of that or what, but I do know this. They didn't, like, the Steelers didn't get any pressure on Brady. They have to get pressure on Wilson, and they should get pressure on Wilson after watching that Seahawks line. But they have to finish on Wilson. They can't let Wilson Go out here, you got him wrapped up, he spins around, flips it to a running back, and he gets 20 yards. That can't happen.
Right.
It can't be, I have him dead to rights, and then he shakes me and I miss him, and then he throws for a 20-yard pass. It can't be that. They have to not only pressure him, but contain that man.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just kind of like, I know we didn't see a lot of pressure week 1.
Different offenses, though.
It is very true. But the thing, too, is this. With New England, they were going to pass the ball a ton, but it was going to be time and stuff. With Seattle, they want to establish the run first with Chris Carson. Mm-hmm. And then after that, use the play action. And then let Russell Wilson kind of use his legs and stuff like that. So for me, I'm like, okay, you got to smash the run. Smash the run. Now you get into these pass situations because when they are able to run and use the play action, that's when they're their best. So those are the things I'm just kind of like, all right, we didn't get to see a lot of success week 1. I need you week 2, baby. I need you.
Well, touching on your point with the receivers, like even though we're saying potentially fluky, like John Ross had like almost 150 yards.
Right.
So like,
and that's with like 3 drops.
And Boyd was the one. Let's just say that he had 8 catches, 60 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're comparing that to the Steelers, whether it's Juju that has that 150-yard game,
right.
like another dude's gonna have to step up essentially.
Absolutely.
Like we've been talking about this, the past couple weeks.
Absolutely.
Even, right? Whether it's Moncrief, Washington, who knows? Deontay Johnson gets some more.
Or
looks.
Maybe Vance goes crazy. Vance only had one one catch, and he didn't even get targeted until like the 4th quarter. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, man.
But I will say that pickup of Jadeveon Clowney.
He looked good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he didn't look like a guy who missed a beat. He was like, he didn't like he was chilling on the couch eating cheese puffs. Nah, not him. He was ready to go.
What are you excited about or looking forward to or hopeful about?
Man, I'm hopeful about Devin Bush continuing to grow. I think he's only going to continue to get better. And this is a matchup that I think he should flourish in terms of Chris Carson trying to be a downhill runner. I think Devin has the speed and agility, the things that we saw him do versus Tampa, where he was, showing good leverage, good patience for the ball. I think we'll see that on display because they're not going to have the offense that's going to try to spread him out and make him cover guys all over the field like New England was doing. They're not going to do that to Mark Barron either. So I think both of those guys are going to have far better performances this week. Another person I'm excited to see, like I said, is Juju, man. This is. Hey, they have 0 top-notch corners over there. Griffin is their best corner. Not Shaquille is the I forgot the guy's name, the older brother.
Is it Shaquem?
Shaquem, yeah, I think it is. But that's their best guy. You have to win that, Juju. Period. Mm-hmm. That's the matchup you have to win. So I'm excited to watch him dominate that matchup.
Yeah.
Give me some dances, man. I ain't get to see no dances, Juju. I waited all offseason for the dances. I've been practicing the dances, man. I've been practicing them. Let me see these dances, baby. I need you in that. I need you to touch the paint. Get in the zone.
Yeah, that's why I'm hopeful, too. I'm just thinking it's going to be a better matchup for us as opposed to the Patriots.
Very true.
Being on the road, and you just know how the
first
Patriots
game
do
of the year.
Us. Yeah.
There's a lot going on, man.
Like, how the Seahawks run that offense is just different from the Patriots, and I don't think they're going to be scheming us on their defense against our offense like that. Like I could easily see, James Washington getting open through zones and finding like 20, 30-yard catches, chunks. So
now I don't see them having a lot of success running the ball right away. I feel
Steelers or Seahawks?
Steelers. Just because until they open up with the passing game, you look at these linebackers, Bobby Wagner, All-Pro, probably future Hall of Famer.
Bengals could not do anything.
Nah. KJ Wright, 4+ seasons, 100+ tackles. Michael Kendricks, Super Bowl champ, been one of the top linebackers out. You look at the front 7. I mean, you look at the D-line, obviously Jadeveon Clowney. They still are going to have a Ziggy Ansah supposed to be coming back this week as well. I'm just looking like, man, they got some boy dogs over there, baby. And the way, and like I said, the way from a formation standpoint that how they were showing, walking those linebackers down, yeah, you don't have a lot of freedom. It was literally, hey, B. Wagner, you go and just be a great athlete, scrape side to side. You're not going to be touched. And then on the edges, like I said, they bring down them outside linebackers with KJ Wright and Michael Kendricks. And it's like, ooh, yeah, that's real. That's in your face right now, baby. So, and you saw Joe Mixon had 0 success, man.
No success.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what I'm thinking, though. If they sold out that much on stopping the run. If they do that with us, I don't know how much they're going to make an adjustment if Ben starts making them pay.
But that's what I'm saying. It starts with the receivers, though.
Yeah.
The receivers are going to have to win. If they don't win, it's going to be a long day for the running game. As long as they're winning outside, they can't stand that defense. Without it, they can't. If they stay in that defense, we'll 30, 40 points easily, and we'll be, waving the terrible towel. Sorry, our shoulders go out of place. Period. That's what it's going to look like, man. Yeah. It's the truth, man.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
No. So what is your prediction for the game?
Oh, man. All right. So I wasn't a 15-1 guy. Remember that. Just throwing that in context now. I actually feel that they dropped this one because I have them going out and beating the heck out of San Fran next week. Okay. I think of some of the last year where they started out. Last year they started 0-1-1, but I think this is kind of like that Chiefs game for them last year. They're going to look a lot better than week 1, but I think in the end they still dropped this one. But then that has them going on a run, which is why I said 11-5 because I think these two right here finally get because that last game, man. It was the first game, a ton of mental errors, a ton of mistakes. Offense looked out of sync. Week 2, those things are going to get better without a doubt. But you're playing against the Seahawks, who they aren't a bad team. They have super aspirations as well. So that's for me why I'm like, now I know for you got to have them winning because you said 15-1. So the 1 is over.
Yeah, I got them winning.
So you got to have them winning the rest.
Like I said, I think just the matchup's going to be better than specifically being at home, and I think those receivers will step up, and the offense is going to look more like what we thought it could be going into the season.
I hope you're right. Trust me.
I'm saying like 27-21.
So I had it 28-21.
Okay.
Yeah,
opposite though.
Yeah, I have it 28-21. I feel like it's 21-21 going into the fourth, well, towards the end of the fourth. Russell Wilson, he always get the ball late, and he usually does a phenomenal job orchestrating the drive when he needs it. And actually, I was on the bad end of one of those when we played in Seattle. Was that 3-4 years ago?
So you don't see the defense doing what you think it could be here with the pressure?
I think they will, but I also know that. Number 1, Joe Hayden has a shoulder injury, so we don't know the status of him. That makes me a little concerned because when I'm looking at how Tyler Lockett was able to have some success deep, I think Deke Metcalf presents some issues. So if Joe Hayden is out there, okay, cool, which one do you put him on? And then if he's not out there, well, now we're short. And that's the thing that concerns me. I think that Chris Carson, like I say, he still does a good job running the ball. I don't think he's going to have a ton of success, but I think he does enough to keep us honest defensively.
Like 50 yards, maybe 30 yards receiving.
But that's enough to keep you honest.
Yeah.
You can't just sell the house and say we're going to play small ball versus him, and that's my thing. Mm-hmm. And then with Russell Wilson, he always finds a way to do some type of Houdini stuff. It's no different when we talk about Ben, right? How often we seen Ben do Houdini? You're just like, how? But then it's the same when you talk about Russell Wilson. You're like, well, how did he do that?
Dude, wait, did you see the throw he made to Metcalf? And that Bengals, it was a Houdini one where he threw it up blind. It's bobbling and
oh
my gosh, that was incredible.
Right, but that's the type of stuff that I'm just like, he is good for a couple of those per game.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I'm just kind of like, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong, but I personally think that this is the slap that they need, and then from there, because now they'll have had one terrible game, one good game. When they go to San Fran, it's clicking on all cylinders, and it's not even close.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of my mindset. But I know for you got to have them winning the rest of the year. You don't have any more leeway for them to drop any games. I'm still good. I got a cushion.
What if they drop one though? Then I'm.
Well, you still have to say they're winning the rest of them. Period.
To get as close to that.
Yeah, because you said 15. I said 10-6 initially. I changed it 11-5. I'm just throwing it out there. That's where I'm at. I would
gladly do that because I do it all the time anyway. So there's always a way we're gonna pull out a win.
Absolutely. So for me, the player in me always feels like, oh, they're gonna win regardless. They're always gonna find a way. But
you're trying to take a step back here now.
Yeah, I'm separating myself from a player standpoint and just looking at it as just a fan. And I'm sure if you poll Steeler Nation, not everybody's gonna say they're gonna win.
Right.
Some people are going to be like, I think they dropped this one, but they're going to win X, X, and X. Because if that's the case, everybody would have them ranked 16-0 going to Super Bowl.
I usually do. I was tame this year.
Yeah. See, I'm going to give them, they're going to drop one. It's the opener. We're good. So yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. I think we covered the game here pretty well.
Absolutely, man. So
you think these people are ready to hear a little bit of Dangerfield?
I think they are, man. We've teased it. They've been waiting to hear my man Danger talk safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's only right. We give the people what they want, man. So without further ado, let's let the man get on. Man, so we got a good friend of mine, former teammate, dating all the way back to Buffalo, battled against each other in college as well. My boy, 6-year NFL veteran, Jordan Dangerfield. What's up, baby? How you doing, Danger?
I'm good. Most, man, what's going on?
Man, I'm well, man. Always good to hear from you. You know,
always. Hey, you already know, man. Like you said, we go way back to Buffalo.
Hey, man, we got history.
What was that? 2013. Shoot,
crazy.
Still in it. 7 years. This year be 7, so it's a blessing.
Absolutely, and man, just
trying to get like you, Moats.
Oh, stop it! Now look, man, you know you big time, man. Every time I see you out here making plays with the Steelers, doing your thing, you finally done upped your swag too, man. I see your socks look good. You got your gloves. I'm like, okay, my young boy has grown.
Oh,
man. So I saw you had 2 big special teams tackles versus the Patriots, man. It was huge. Obviously, the game didn't go the way you guys wanted. But from a team morale standpoint, how are you guys doing after that loss, man?
Oh, man, you know it's rough. You know, nobody wants to lose, especially lose like that. You know, it's just a tough pill to swallow. But, you know, we put it out there. You know, we got to own it and bounce back. You know how it goes each week. You know, it's the NFL. So you got to bring your game every week. You know, bring that varsity play every week. And then this week we'll look to bounce back for sure, especially at home.
Absolutely, man. And I was telling Deke about the 24-hour rule and how it's important to, you know, regardless if you win or lose, 24 hours, you got to flush it and move on, right? So just talk about that a little bit, man.
Yeah, nah, exactly. You know, yesterday we got in there, we went in there, broke the film down as a team, you know, went over the good plays, the bad plays, you know, just had to correct the mistakes and like you said, just move on. You know, you got to own it and then move on. You know, we got another one another big one this Sunday, so you got to move on and bounce back.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, well, as a fan, dude, I'm glad you guys have that 24-hour rule because sometimes I struggle to get over these losses. That's why you guys are on the field and I'm just kicking back watching on TV.
Yeah, absolutely. I already know the fans, it hurts them just as much as it hurts us, for sure.
Hey, without a doubt, man. And speaking on that performance as well, man, so what were some of the things that you guys as a whole took away from that game versus New England, man? Some of the things y'all felt that y'all got to improve, some of the things that y'all felt y'all did well, man.
Oh, we just got to gel together. You know, it was some new guys out there, new guys on the team. You know, we're coming together, and I think we'll be good. You know, just communication-wise on defense. You know, just being in the right spot. You know, obviously getting some more sacks and turnovers as a whole defense unit. Even on special teams, you know, like you said, I had 2 tackles, but shoot, maybe I could have got a ball out of something. You know,
right.
Trying to make that splash play on special teams. So, you know, everybody just has to do their 111 and contribute and control the controllable.
Absolutely. And I know that's been a point of emphasis dating back to this offseason, OTAs, training camp, takeaways, getting more turnovers and stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel that personally, man, throughout the preseason games and stuff like that, y'all did a phenomenal job as far as getting those turnovers, man, getting the balls out, interceptions, things like that. So I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to carry over. But like you said, man, you guys just have to continue to focus on that and everybody do their 111th, man.
Exactly.
Man, so going for so what do you think is going to be key for you guys to be successful this upcoming game versus the Seahawks?
Right. You know, we got to do a threat back there with Russell. So, you know, containing him, bring up pressure, and turn the ball over, you know, especially on special team, giving them a long field to drive down, you know.
Absolutely.
Control that, you know, it's all about ball position and everything like that. So special teams wise, you know, we just got to get them down there back in the 20 or even deeper than that, you know, give them a long field to drive.
Yeah.
Defensive wise, you got to force those turnovers, those sacks, 3 and outs and all that.
Yeah, and they have a dangerous return man too in Tyler Lockett, man, the guy who's had a ton of success. So I know he's going to present some challenges, but knowing Danny Smith, he's going to have y'all guys ready.
Oh, yeah. You already know Danny going to have us ready, man. You know, we have our hands full, especially with Tyler back there. But it's football, man. You know, we got to get down and make the tackles and just play. You know,
absolutely.
Get the ball down and hunt.
Absolutely. I like that. And now, for you specifically, what things do you feel you need to improve on coming into this next game so that way you can help the team be successful?
Oh yeah, shoot. Like I was just saying a little while ago, I mean, I'm hoping to make that splash play on special teams. You know, just do my part on special teams, get down there, hustle, try to, like I said, try to get a ball out, try to get that, make a splash play out there to get the ball back to the offense while I'm on special teams, or even while I'm out there blocking to get a big return, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, man. So, Deke here. I'm switching gears. So, just this offseason, you went back to Towson to finish your degree. Now, I have a question because that's pretty impressive. Because me personally, I hate school. I don't know how you did it. You're playing in the league. I mean, I don't know how or why you wanted to go back to get your degree. But my thing is, I'm talking with Moats, and I could kind of get this feel that with football, like you kind of have to have this one-track mindset and really focus and lock in, and to make sure you're successful week in and week out, and just even in the off season. How did you not let that slip as you're also trying to go to school and get this degree?
No, exactly. You know, you're right. I mean, it was tough. You know, it took a few years, you know, just to get, you know, like I said, I was taking classes, at least one class in the off season for my 6 classes. You know, it was tough, but I mean, I just couldn't just leave it there. You know, I was almost done, so why not just finish?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like in football, you know, I wanted it that bad, so I just had to finish, you know. So, especially with my degree, I wanted that bad, you know, just to show my son how important it was to have academics. You know, football is not forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as much as I would love it for it to be forever, you know, it's not, you know. It's going to come to and even if it's 20 years from now, shoot, it's going to come to an end. So, you just got to have a backup plan, something to fall back on. And, you know, just wanted to be inspiration for my son.
Man, that's awesome. And I could definitely respect that a ton, man, because you're a great father, a guy who's involved in their child's life, man, which is huge, man. So definitely tip my cap to you for that, man. And keep doing that stuff too, man, because you're inspiring not only your son, but those other younger players in the locker room. They see that it's contagious. They see you not only excelling on the field, but excelling off the field, man, doing great things and pushing yourself, man. So definitely keep that up, man.
Nah, definitely. And then, shoot, you pay it forward because, you know, I watched you.
Oh, man.
I watched you do what you do, so you led the way. You paved the way, Moats.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. You know it's all love, bro.
You already know.
I like it, man. Well, you got anything else, Deke?
Yeah, I got another one because the story with you is you were released 6 times. And so what were you telling yourself through those times where, you know, they're telling you, hey, you're not on the team anymore? Like, what was always the next step after that would happen? Like, what would you tell yourself, or what were the things that you would do?
Man, honestly, I just felt like I was good enough to play in the NFL. You know, it just felt like I was destined for it. It was tough, like you said, like being told that you can't play football no more. But I just used that as motivation and to just stay on track. You know, I just know it's always a long season, or there's other teams out there, you know, just to stay in shape and just be ready when my time is called. You know, I just live by, you know, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I would stay ready and just kept my faith in the Most High, you know, and then just had to wait for something to happen, open up, which it did, which I'm happy for.
And man, I was going to say,
go ahead.
I definitely could see when you would go through these things, because me and him are close, just how you grind the whole time, bro. Every time I hit him up, like, yo, Danger, you good? You straight? Man, I'm over here just training, man. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm healthy, man. Hey, whenever they call my name, bro, I'm out here, bro. I got you. And he'll come back. And as soon as he come back, man, he's out here taking somebody's head off. He's making plays in practice. Like, he's one of those dudes that it didn't matter when you called him, man, whether it was week 1 or week 16, like, he's going to be ready to go mentally and physically, man.
Well, what I find interesting with that is someone literally telling you can't do it, like you're not good enough, you're not going to make the team. It's almost like a test of your own mentality, right?
Absolutely.
Like, you're telling me I can't, but I think I can, so I'm just going to keep pushing towards that. So that's pretty impressive in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Mentally, you got to definitely be strong-minded, absolutely.
I like that though, man.
Wait, real quick before we wrap this up, what was the first interaction with Moats like whenever you guys met up in Buffalo?
Who met in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Hey, I was like, you went to JU, right? And I was like, I went to Towson, but you know, my freshman year, I was at Hofstra.
Oh, here you go.
You know, I had that. Hey, and we beat y'all, we upset y'all, you know, and I had that game with the pick. You know, so I got bragging rights over Moats.
I like how you was gonna bring that up, and that's the one thing I would say about Danger. He's never gonna let you live that down. He beat me one time, And not to mention the year before that, we put 50 on that school. I put 50 on Towson every time we played Towson. He doesn't bring that up. He just talks about the one time the Hofstra beat us on a down year.
Hey, that was the only time I got to play you. That's why I bring it up too. That was the only time we actually got to play each other.
Oh, I like it, bro.
So I'm gonna brag about it. I'm gonna use it for my edge.
I like it. So I got one last question before I let you go. All right. So, man, throughout your career, talk about your first welcome to the NFL moment.
Oh man, I would say definitely obviously rookie year. I would say one was my rookie haircut. they messed me up.
What was it?
I would have to. It's definitely my rookie haircut. I know it's somewhere down on my Instagram.
Yeah, they dogged you out. They dogged you.
Down on my Instagram. Yeah, they got me good. They got me really good. I had to wear it for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's back with Aaron Williams and all them boys in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it?
It was Aaron and CJ.
Yeah. What was it?
Shoot, it looked like it had layers. It's down somewhere on my Instagram.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. Yeah, because I forgot they got all y'all good that year. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That was definitely the make us like, oh man, everybody has to do it.
I like that, man. But shoot, now you done stayed down till you done came up, man. 6 years in now, man, still doing your thing. So, man, we huge fans of you over here. Keep doing an awesome job. Keep being an awesome parent. And man, just keep doing you, baby, all right?
Already, Moats. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. No doubt.
All right, bro. Peace.
All
right, peace. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Definitely was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my dog, Danger. Young Danger Zone. All the way from Buffalo with me, Pittsburgh. Take it back to our collegiate days, man. He always brings it up. Never lets me live it down, but it's all good. Shout out to his haircut. Man, but let's transition a little bit, man. Around the league, man. There's been a ton of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
One of my boys, my closest boys, got traded recently, man. Josh Dobbs. Hate to see him go, man. Got traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 5th-round pick. Awesome opportunity for him, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, I was just thinking about that. I was talking to him a little bit once he got traded, and it was just kind of like, dude, it sucks because you want him to have success here, but when you looked at Ben, his contract extension, if he plays it out, when does Dobb ever get an opportunity? And then it's like, okay, if he got hurt, Mason Rudolph was the number 2, so when does he ever get an opportunity?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, that sucked. But then for him to get this chance to go to Jacksonville where Foles just got hurt, he's gonna miss some time. Now, granted, their new quarterback is a 6th round pick or whatever.
He surprising.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. But was that the Chiefs' defense though?
Right.
That's the question you got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Same with Lamar Jackson. Yeah, these defenses out here. But man, so I said to myself, I'm like, okay, best case scenario, he's able to come in early, play often. Worst case, what? You're the number 2 quarterback for Jacksonville. If homie ever goes down,
yeah,
you're the guy. Chance, yeah. You get a chance. You weren't gonna get that chance in Pittsburgh, not this year. So you're gonna get a legit opportunity. And for him, imagine he goes out there and balls out. Now you set yourself up for something nice.
Mm-hmm.
At least you get the opportunity to see the field. At least you get a realistic opportunity every week to be out there.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I was so happy about and so encouraged about for him. And that's kind of what I talked to him about. Just like, man, it's a great opportunity for you, bro.
Well, was he feeling down or?
No, I mean, he was excited about it because it's the same type of mentality. Like he feels like he has something to prove. And that's the thing. It's like, man, heck yeah, go down there. You put the league on notice, man. Let them boys know you are for real. That's my astronaut. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he ready to take off. No pun intended, man. But it's going to be good for him, man. And for him, too. He's from Georgia. So that's closer to the house for him anyways, man. Georgia's right there next to Jacksonville, not far at all. So he's going to love that, man, be able to have his family there. He's really close with his parents, man. So that's going to be a good atmosphere for him.
Yeah, I feel like it just made sense on both sides. I mean, if he was going to be the 3rd string here, then if if Ben went down or if Ben ends up retiring, it seems like Mason would be the guy anyway. Right. So I feel like the Steelers did right, but to Dobbs by getting him down there and probably probably the best opportunity for him to get a chance to start, even
absolutely.
Just like this year. Yeah. So made sense on both sides. We got a draft pick, and hopefully he does well.
Speaking of the draft pick, I think that 5th rounder was a lot higher than what we were going to get if we tried to trade him when training
out of camp
ended, right? Yeah. When the preseason ended. Even with the Colts, I don't think they would have offered more than that. So for him, I'm like, man, you're in the best possible situation, man.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, good for
him. Good, man. Definitely gonna follow him. So what else been going on, man? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Dude, we've been talking about it a little bit, just about the Cowboys and contracts and Dak and Zeke.
You love Dak.
Dude. Nah, man.
That's your boy.
Dude, I don't know what to make of that. What do you?
Man, the Giants' defense sucks. That's what I make of it. If I had to make anything of it, I should start Josh Allen this week because he's going against that Giants defense. If we're really talking about it, you know. But man, I think Dak did good. I don't agree.
Like I had that game on. Like he was making some awesome throws.
Absolutely.
He really was.
Absolutely, I don't agree with the national media saying that, oh, you should just take a team-friendly deal now. You know, take less. Nah, bruh. No discounts.
Wait, they're saying that?
Yes.
No.
Yes. In fact,
wait, why would they say that? Because of how good his team looks right now?
They're like, take a team-friendly deal so that way you keep everybody intact for the next couple of years.
Here's the thing. He
bumped that, bro.
No, yeah. Because he actually made some really good throws, but like, I'm still going off of like, because dude, this has happened in the past with like Kirk Cousins or Dalton,
absolutely,
Stafford. Like these dudes will have like one or two big games, and then you're starting to think, whoa, like is this actually?
Don't believe it, man. I don't believe it.
I don't either. I think people are starting to jump the gun, dude. I had people in that fantasy league. There's that group text I was telling you about.
Yeah.
They're like saying like, man, I've been thinking this the whole time about Dak. Like everyone, he's like so underrated. Like people don't give him credit and this and that. And I was saying like, he had that really good rookie year, but every year since he's dropped off. Absolutely. And outside of fantasy, if you like, I think in fantasy he's like a top 10 quarterback because of the rushing and all that.
Not reality.
That's what I was saying, and I was telling him like, and just real life quarterbacking, like what has he done that is having you say like he's not rated how he should be rated this whole offseason? People questioning if he's worth this $30 million.
Absolutely.
Like I don't get what he's done to warrant you saying he's actually like really underrated. And I've seen this in him the whole time. You know, like it didn't make sense to me.
I agree with you 100%, man. I'm not a Dak believer. I think that he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he belongs in that $40 million a year range.
Right.
Nah. Not happening, bro. Not happening.
And here's the thing. I mean, he seems like a good guy, like a decent leader of the team and everything.
That's cool.
I hope he proves us wrong, honestly.
That's cool.
But like, we're just calling it how it is. Like, don't get too excited about this first game.
I don't believe it, man. I think the Giants defense has a lot of issues, a lot of question marks. In fact, the only reason now that we're talking about it, I still might switch out Singletary. I mean, I might switch Michelle out and put Singletary in because I do like his matchup versus that Giants defense. Now that I'm thinking about Sonny Michel and, hey, are they going to feature him or is it going to be Rex Burkhead this week?
Dude, you might want to try.
Is it going to be James White this week? You might want to
get rid of those Patriots backs, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm leaning towards right now, man. So that might be the move. Yeah.
So outside of that, though, there was a crazy game going on in Arizona with Kyler Murray and the Lions. Murray's been a headline the whole offseason.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much of the game you were able to see, but he looked.
I saw they started out getting blasted. It was like 24-7.
Looked awful.
And then my man said, I'm not a baseball player anymore. I'm the #1 draft pick. Put some respect on my skills.
He started making some plays.
Started balling.
Yeah. So what did you make of that? Like, is what we saw more in the first half and, even into the third quarter, more of what you think we'll continue to see, just like struggles?
Nah. So for me, I think what you saw in the first half was his first time being schemed. Preseason, no one schemed him. Preseason, it was vanilla defenses. Preseason, it was just like, oh, all right, don't try to take away anything. Let him do what he does. You're going against Matt Patricia. He's like, okay, let's make him do this. Let's see if he can do that. But what he did do was make adjustments, and I think that's what made him look so much better towards that second half and end of the game. Because prior to that, it was like, okay, what is your move going to be? How are you going to adjust? Because they're taking away this. They're showing you different looks. They're making you think. They're making you hold the ball. What are you going to do differently now? And that's kind of where you see, okay, adjustment made. I like it.
Yeah.
Starts the ball out. And then the clutch gene kicked in. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the part that got me.
Yeah.
I said, you don't see that with a lot of rookies, man.
That is actually pretty nuts because I didn't really consider that. I mean, there was that whole stretch of, 4 or 5 year period where in the media, everyone was just talking about the clutch gene probably because of Skip Bayless making it popular with LeBron,
right.
and then he was taking it over to NFL and like saying Tebow's got the clutch gene, but Rodgers doesn't and shit like that. But I mean, that's actually a really good point because, dude, honestly, I was seeing that game. I had the red zone on and seeing what he was doing with that offense, and like it was just knee-jerk reaction. I'm like, dude, he's never making it in this league.
Nah, man.
And then all of a sudden, turned it on at the end.
Yeah.
And then for him to have that, mental like, dude, he was getting hammered on.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's probably easy just to put it in the tank and say,
what? Man, it's
next game.
It's chalk it up. Go to next week.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, think about this. That's no different than when the Steelers were down 20-0 and they kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
The only difference was Arizona, once they made their first play, they were able to make another play. And then another and another. Whereas the Steelers, when they went 20-3, they gave up a touchdown. And that kind of like put it back out of reach. But that's what I'm saying. Like in football, man, it swings quick. I've been a part of games where we were down 28-0, come back and win. Like it happens.
28-3.
Yeah, it happens.
Patriots Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Like, so that's the thing where I'm always telling people, like, as much as they're like, oh, just pack it in and chalk it up. I'm like, bro, when you're out there, you feel like you're good enough because like you get to this level. You have everybody has like a crazy amount of confidence in their ability. Everybody feels like, yo, I can make a play right now to change the game. And then when it happens, and then the next guy makes one, the next guy, you like, we got him. We in their head now. They thinking about it. I'm sure Detroit, when they first saw it, was like, oh, all right, okay, we still up. Oh, all right, we're still up. Oh shoot, it's a 3-point game. Oh man, it's tied up now. You start getting in your own head. It's the truth, bro. It happens.
Yeah, good for him though for doing that.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Now we have another little segment that we're incorporating week in and week out. And,
Mr. 1-0 for the Moatsy man. Ha!
Man.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. What we got this week?
We got Saints Rams on deck.
Okay, all right, okay. give me Saints. I like the Saints. I'm a Drew Brees guy. I think that they came out of a crazy finish on Monday night versus the Texans. Insane finish.
Yeah.
I like them. It's in LA?
It's in LA.
Ooh, that's tough. Okay, rematch times 2. A lot of animosity. Okay, all right. What's the points?
Well,
what are the points?
Not Vegas, I guess. Bovada, the online
they're
betting
still
place.
top notch. Absolutely,
they are. They say -2.5 for the Rams, so Rams are favored by 2.5. So.
I like that, especially because it's on the road. New Orleans,
funny,
to LA.
Man.
LA went to the Super Bowl last year. Dude, LA got their number, man.
You set this up so good, dude.
LA's got their number.
We were texting about the points, and I said, we'll talk about the points, like what it will be, because I was trying to get 2, but you just said, you just laid it out there. You said, what are the points?
I just,
because I wanted to try to get 2, but you already got me on record saying 2.5.
So we're stuck. We're committed, man.
You screwed me, but yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
I believe in the Rams though, man. Gurley looks great. He didn't show any type of residual effect from the knee. Jared Goff is slinging that thing. They look awesome versus that Panthers defense, which is still really good. That's all I'm saying, man. And the Rams defense looks good. They got Aaron Donald. Come on, bro. You should feel confident, man. You should. Matter of fact, give me 4.
I do. No. The
points
is 2.5. But honestly, I was surprised when you said Saints because I'm thinking it being out in LA, and then with that extra, just like animosity, I feel like the Saints are going to be pressing a little bit. And then coming off that one Monday night, they're short a day too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Short a day there.
Got the travel day.
Yeah,
but granted, it's only an hour. It's an hour difference from New Orleans for West Coast time zone.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I think the Saints are going to be pressing, and like the Rams are more like it happened. It happened. Like you guys are trying to dwell on the past, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Stay in the present moment. And that's what the Rams are going to be.
Okay.
Saints
this kind of goes into my pick, anyways, of the Saints being the top team in the NFC, where you don't even have them making the playoffs. So
that's true.
Yeah. Who'd you have again?
Damn, dude.
It's all good. I just
it's 1 week, man.
Yeah, you're right.
1 week. I got the Falcons. I got the
okay.
Panthers. Those are probably the 2 most questionable calls right now.
Panthers look a lot better than the Falcons. I will say that. Just throwing it out there, man. It's all good. So 2.5, I like it.
You don't got the Cowboys though, and they look good week 1, so I could kind of say that back. I'm screwed on the AFC though with Jacksonville. I'm definitely screwed there. But they were looking. I swear they could have had a chance with Foles.
Hey man, I'm believing in my man Josh Dobbs. He can go down there and lead them to victory. It's my man.
So what's the stakes for this one?
So we did dinner last time, which you still owe me. I haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, when we're in San Fran, you take me somewhere.
Oh yeah, we'll go somewhere.
Yeah, I might save up for that, man. That might be the ooh. All right.
You know what I did before for one? Although I don't know if it would be too easy then because I already did it. But like I ate a full banana, like with the peel.
Oh.
Like that could be something. Yeah. I've done that before though, so I don't know if I want to repeat. Well, everyone I was around, all my friends, whenever I was doing it, they were like, "You should look this online. Like the peels aren't safe because they spray stuff on the peels."
Oh man, you trying to kill us, bro? All right. Let's see. What?
I'm thinking like drinking like a cup of hot sauce or something like that, or drinking like a cup of ranch.
I like the hot sauce better.
Okay.
The hot sauce.
How much of it?
I was even thinking that, or I see you got a lot of hair on your legs.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Bro, you don't have any.
I know.
Shit.
Oh man, that would be funny.
That would be a good one. One of them. I think one of them might have to be as the season goes. Maybe one of us going bald.
See, I got the TV obligations. I can't mess with the neck up. That's the only thing, man. I'm contractually not allowed to do these things. All right.
Yeah.
But oh man.
Really?
Well, yeah. In the contract, it says that I have to maintain a well-groomed appearance.
Wait, going bald?
No. Like, because when they take your pictures or whatever, right? They want you to stay in that room. Like, for example, if you notice, like, you hardly ever see a chick that's a blonde on TV dye her hair and be brunette or jet black or redhead.
No
like,
way.
They don't switch it like that, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They want you to stay like within that. And then even from like a weight standpoint, like, yeah, you have like an appearance you have to maintain. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yes, man.
You want to do the hot sauce then?
I like the hot sauce, man. You can be sweating a lot more, man, when you take that hot sauce.
I know, bro. You see me right now. I'm sweating bullets right.
and fun thing, what we're going to do also at the Terrible Tailgate this Sunday, Red Lot 5A, we're going to commandeer some fans and hear what type of punishments they could come up with.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted to be interactive.
100%.
If you're listening to the show, be interactive.
Yeah.
Send us emails. Hit us up on IG. I'm at TheBody52. Chilling with Deke over here, man. So, like, hit us up. Let us know any type of punishment, whatever you think is a good thing. We'll put it on, implement it. And if yours is one that we use, man, you might get a reward out of this thing.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, we'll try to think of something that we could consistently do as a reward. But yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So hot sauce, we'll do a cup of that.
Yeah, and we'll figure out what size cup too.
We'll figure it out, but it'll be something that you don't want to do.
Imagine drinking hot sauce. That's gonna blow.
I just said that as like a quick thing to say, but like the more I'm thinking, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, that would suck. What if?
But like it makes a good bet. So,
but then But then again, I think something else that we could do that it isn't permanent, it's just temporary. So I had a good college teammate of mine. He actually listened to the podcast a lot. My guy Damo, aka Double Hockey Stick 77. He would always paint his face on game days. You know, with the black, the eye stuff, right?
Yeah. Sometimes
they'd be like, "You like the Hamburglar because he has so much on, all the way down the cheek stuff, right?" So loser has to paint their face like they're getting ready for a game. And then we got to go to like the strip district or something, man, and kick it out there on a day.
Oh, my gosh.
Kick it out there, man. Just hang out for a little bit. We could go to eat somewhere as well with that. But you got to have your face paint.
Oh.
So if I lose, I go with the face paint and I pay for the dinner. If you lose, you go with the face paint and you pay for a dinner.
Oh.
It's got to be public, man. You got to be seen. But it's temporary. So it's not like cutting your hair off, not like a tattoo.
So the face paint, I don't know. Or do you want to do the hot sauce? I kind of want to do the hot sauce.
Because it's right there, you get it over with?
Yeah. I feel...
a shot of hot sauce.
This is just me at least. Wouldn't you feel more disgust drinking the hot sauce as opposed to the face paint?
Well, if we're doing a shot of hot sauce, as soon as you do it, it's over. It's going to linger a little bit, but it's done. Whereas with the face paint, and if we decide I get to paint your face, you paint mine. Now you going out to eat with this thing, and people looking at you like you lost your mind. Because you in regular clothes, you're not. It's not like.
Oh, wait, okay. So we're not doing this on a Steeler day.
No.
I like this.
This would be like, yo, it's a Thursday night. Hey, let's go to Hyde Park real quick.
I like this thing.
Yeah, yes. So you got your regular clothes on, but you got to draw your face up, man.
Yeah. You could. You could write whatever you want.
Right. Obviously, we'll keep it PG-13 for the viewers
to an extent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not the game is easy. Yeah. No,
okay.
Bump that.
Yeah, because if you're around fans, and
right,
stuff,
they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Nah,
but dude, on a random Tuesday night.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like we already got the dinner that you owe me first off, right? So I'm gonna get that coming soon. Worst case, next weekend when we're in San Fran.
Okay.
But this bet right here is going to also be a dinner, but you have to go to the dinner with your face painted.
Got you.
So if I lose, I'm taking you to dinner somewhere with my face painted.
Yeah.
If you lose, you're taking me to dinner somewhere with your face painted. So I'd have 2 dinners and a face paint.
Okay. Got you. I'm good with that. I'm good
All
with
right,
that.
let's rock there.
We can do the hot sauce later.
Absolutely. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
We got 16 games, bro.
Bro, and we got
playoffs. We got plenty of time.
Well, there's that, and then we still got NBA still.
We got opportunities, man.
We were cooking with the
opportunities.
The Warriors Raptors starting to get that going. So
we got plenty of opportunities, man. So it's gonna be fun, man.
I'm excited. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
I bet. So y'all heard it there, baby. It's official. I got Saints plus 2.5. We're good to go. Or excuse me. Yeah, I get 2.5. Yeah, plus 2.5.
Yep.
So I'm good to go with that, man. Consequences. One of us going to dinner with our face painted.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Hey, once again, like I said, if you're in town this Sunday, make sure you check out the game. Check out the Terrible Tailgate, Red Live 5A. We'll be out there doing a live recording of the Arthur Moats show. It's going to be awesome experience, kid-friendly as well. Kids could come, women, children, men, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're ready to have a good time, baby.
Yep.
So that's it for this week's episode, and until next time.
Peace.